Alright, this is Dr. Dermot Burns from NUIG, and he is the director of the Service Learning class. So Dr. Burns, how and why were you inspired to create a service learning class that is connected with a homework club?
Well, I think one of the most important things that I wanted to deal with was the problem of child and adult literacy in Ireland. And I feel that we can address that by having some service work in the community, by looking at particularly local homework clubs and using the expertise of US students who are on a thoroughly well-designed program that will allow them to think about and reflect on the importance of literacy and learning and then take their practice into homework skills.
Great, so going off of that, what did you want students or children that were involved in the homework club to gain from it?
The most important thing I want them to gain is confidence. I want them to believe that there is a future for them in education and that they have the capability to go as far as they really want to. I want them to see you, the students, as excellent role models, as people that can succeed through hard work, dedication, and through using their talents and their abilities and both sides of their brain to really enjoy their education and enrich their lives because of that.
Okay, this is kind of a fun question, but what was your favorite subject in primary school?
Well, my favourite subject in primary school was playtime. But apart from that, I loved English. English was always my favourite programme at school. I particularly enjoyed, we did a little project once on the Fire of London, and I wrote a little poem on the Fire of London, and I always remember my teacher saying, "Well done, Dermot," and pinning it on the wall, and I was very, very proud of myself. I was only 25 at the time, but I was very pleased, and I always think back to that moment when I had that positive affirmation as a young child, and I think that's probably led me on the course that I took then as an English professor, and I just can't overestimate the importance of being positive with people and encouraging them and making them feel as though they can do things. It certainly affected my life, and I hope that it affects the lives of the people in this class and the people with whom they work too.
Right, and last question, are there any improvements you would suggest for Homework Club?
Yes, I'd like to have more control over what the children actually do in Homework Club. I'd like to have a particular programme that we could devise at NUIG, that we could work in conjunction with the teachers at Skullbreeze to provide a programme that was truly exciting and innovative and interesting and that really challenged the children and allowed them to grow. And I'd also like to have at least 20 minutes of every homework session that was dedicated just to reading and to speaking about reading and to talking about it. I think that's so important, and I'd like 20 minutes in Homework Club to do that and to have the resources to have exciting reading books that we could bring in and work with the children on and just have that special time with them. I think that would be the major improvement that I'd make.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.